Hi everyone, this is Mary McAvoy, and I'm going to be sharing my lesson plan with you. Brumby's Core X teachers have been implementing lessons from the EIE curriculum during the specials rotation. EIE stands for Engineering is Elementary, and these units begin with a story about a child who tackles a real-world problem through engineering. The unit that we're working on, Water, Water Everywhere, focuses on the problem of water pollution in India. I teach social studies in the specials rotation, and that will be the focus of my lesson, and these are the essential questions for the project. Students will be using OneNote Notebook, which is part of their Office 365 account, to access content for the lesson and to get a link to one of the other digital tools they'll use. This is what the third grade Core X Social Studies OneNote notebook looks like, and in the content area they have sections where they can explore productive resources, India's geography, and Pen Pal Schools, which is one of the other tools that they'll be using. Students can access the Productive Resources PowerPoint right here, and the slides in this PowerPoint all have an icon where I have read the text in them aloud. This is to give some extra support to our struggling readers. In this section, students explore India's geography. And there is also a link to a short video that talks about the pollution problem in New Delhi, India, one of the world's most polluted cities. Students are also going to create a tour using Google Tour Builder, and this is just a very, very basic example just to get them started on this. It goes from this first location, which is Brumby Elementary School, our school, and it ends in New Delhi, India, the setting of the story. This point in the center marks the location along the prime meridian because we are really trying to get the students to understand about the Western Hemisphere and the Eastern Hemisphere. We're also talking about latitude and longitude, and I want students to take note of the fact that although the two places are pretty close in distance from the point of origin, culturally there are great differences, and yet there's still some similarities. I think this is a great tool to help students just build their global awareness. The third digital tool students will use is Pen Pal Schools, which is probably my favorite. Up here, they can actually link to the site, and they'll join as a student using this classroom code. And that's all they need to do. They don't need to provide any personal information, first name only, and this is going to be, I feel really strongly this is going to be a pretty safe option for them. In Pen Pal Schools, we're joining the project, joining forces for the environment. And although there are a lot of options in terms of this project, we are focusing on students joining this discussion about environmental challenges in the community. They'll respond to this question here after they watch some video and read some text. One of the features that I really like is that we can advance the text level based on a student's reading level. Another great way to differentiate and just meet students of different needs. Due to the high levels of student engagement I observed, I think that the opportunities for expanding this project are really pretty endless. The biggest challenges I faced with this project related to time. As a specialist teacher, our instructional time with kids is really limited, and I way overplanned activities. In the future, I would probably hone in on the Pen Pal Schools project portion the most and explore some of the other features that were available in it. Google Tour is great, and I could use that in a lot of other units, but I really would like to be able to invest some time in the Pen Pal Schools project, more than we could through this lesson. Students really enjoyed this. I know that I will be building on this in the future, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to tie this in to that science and engineering unit.